Hi everyone, it's Ariane, and this is my video response to Tuesdae Hubbard's 500 plus subbie challenge. This is the first time that I do a challenge, so I had a lot of fun. And what we were supposed to do is do a 12 by 12 layout about what our passion is right now. So I decided to scrapbook those photos I took the other day, or a month ago, of my scrapbook room, when I tidied up my scrapbook room. And the reason I decided to do that, because scrapbooking really is my passion right now. After my husband had a motorcycle accident last year, it kind of put a lot of things in perspective for me. And while it was a difficult time and I needed something else to do, I used to be a quilter. I quilted for like 7 years, and I made so many quilts. I was finding it hard to do that when my husband was at home and I had to take care of him, and when he was in the hospital. So I started scrapbooking, and it kind of gave me that quiet time that I needed, to reflect on things and appreciate the things that I have, and that my life is not that bad, and kind of put things in perspective for me. So that's why I've chosen this. So let's talk a little bit about what I'm doing here. For my background paper, I decided to go with, it's called Cumin, and it's from the Spice Market collection by Basic Grey. All the all the papers and most of the embellishments are from that collection. I bought a kit at my local scrapbook store that had it was a little kit, a mini kit for Spice Market, and I really love this collection. So yeah, the background is the cumin, and then the red, kind of red orange paper that I matted my two photos on is called cardamom. And then I use that navy, and that one's called thyme. So I was looking at putting that yellow paper on there, but I ended up not keeping it on there. I changed my mind. And I have the chipboard stickers from the same collection, and I pick a few off of that. I love the way they're packaging these. I like it a lot better than the big 12 by 12 chipboard sticker sheets. I like these better, and you can punch out the chipboard stickers really easy and leave the backing paper on, and that's nice, especially when you want to move things around. I did have the small sticker sheet, but I ended up not using any of those on this layout. And so I pick one of the borders and I put it down at the bottom from the chipboard stickers. And here I really sped up the video because this layout took me a long time, almost 2 hours to make. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it was a new collection and I was trying to be really kind of thoughtful of how I was putting everything together. And I went through a lot of my stash, because that's what I'm scrapbooking out of right now, because I haven't received my kit yet from Scraptastic. And so I have all my die cuts in these little mini boxes, mini plastic containers, and I find those really handy. And so I go through some of my Scraptastic die cuts, some of the ones that I've cut out with my silhouette. And here I have, these are all from the Scraptastic Club, because I usually get the extra wood veneer, or cork embellishments. So I picked some cork flowers from that are exclusive to Scraptastic that I got in last month's kit, and I hadn't used them yet. And I also picked some vines that I had die cut with my silhouette on white cardstock, and those images came from the two-piece store and were designed by Wilma Furstenberg, I think that's her name. I didn't write it down, so I hope I didn't mess that up totally. And here are some tags that were free printables, like print and cut for the silhouette. And I just found them on Pinterest looking through all the different free stuff for the silhouette. So I used some of those to do some layering. And because the roses, you could see through them, I took that cardamom paper and glued it to the back and fussy cut around it to make sure it was just, you couldn't really see it on the edges. I just put it behind the roses. And the ink that I'm using to color my silhouette die cuts is Stampin' Up! Calypso Coral, which matched this collection perfectly. And here I am putting more layers down with those little print and cut banners. And I'm using right now some of that Scotch foam tape and cutting it up in little pieces so that I can pop up my die cuts. And I love that foam tape. I got mine at Home Depot. It's wider than what they sell at some of the other stores, like the scrapbook stores, but I just cut it up and it works perfectly fine. It's the same exact thing, same product, just wider. And so I'm just working at one cluster at a time and using some of those labels and one of my die cuts, and then some chipboard or one of my cork flowers. And I really like how it's coming along. And like I said, I love scrapbooking. It's kind of like my place to, when I come in my room to scrapbook, it gives me kind of like a timeout in my room. And I get time to just be quiet, and I don't scrapbook with music on or anything, because where I work it's really loud and busy, and then at home it's loud and there's always something going on, so I like to be quiet in my room and just with my thoughts and scrapbook quietly. And it's really a peaceful time for me, and it's really therapeutic. And I used to do the same thing with my quilting, and I will quilt again. I know I have a ton of fabric, so I do have to do it at some point again. Because my husband's going to be like, what are you going to do with all that fabric? But right now, it's scrapbooking. I just love it. It's just, I can do it. It doesn't take usually that much time, and I could just do a quick layout and be done, and I get the satisfaction of finishing a project in a short amount of time. And you know, it doesn't take up a lot of space, you know, my projects, and I put them in my albums, and I just, you know, I feel good, and I got to use my creativity for something that's, you know, personal and meaningful to me. And here I am using some thickers. These are foam thickers from Amy Tangerine, and they're called Fireberry Glitter foam thickers in the Layers font. So I've used these thickers on a ton of layouts. I got them in one of the Scraptastic kits, and the one that I got it in, I didn't find it matched with any of those things, but then I've used it on so many other of their kits that I've been totally happy with them, and I just love the way they look, and they stick really well, and I really like them. And I'm almost to the point where I have no vowels left, so I'm gonna be sad when I don't have any more. And here I'm pulling out also some of those enamel dots that aren't enamel dots that I made myself with perler beads using Nicole Jones 911 tutorial. So I'm putting them in clusters of 3. On my layout, and I was going to use that little camera. That's a Studio Calico chipboard camera, but I ended up not using it. And those hearts, the aqua hearts, are from Studio Calico as well. I got those in a Scraptastic kit. And I also have that, what do you call it? That button. It's not a button. I can't think of the name. It says Lately on it, and I put it in the top cluster. And I'll think of the name in a minute. And I'm using these Mini Market alphas from October Afternoon Snow Cone color to write My Passion. And then the letters that I'm using right now are also some foam thickers by Dear Lizzie, and they're Lark, that's what they're called. And of course I forget to put the I down once I'm all done this page and take all the pictures and everything. So I go back and put the I in scrapbooking. And there, I glue it down. I still can't think of the name. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I use those little My Mind's Eye cut and paste tiny word stickers. And the ones I put down are Never Forget, Sweet Moments, and Special. And then I have a tag, and that tag that it says The Details. And I put some twine, some brown twine on there from my stash. And I'm doing some journaling, and I got that journaling card out of the latest Dear Lizzie core kit for Project Life. And it matched perfectly. It was that perfect orangey red that went with this collection. So I just write about, you know, what I've been talking about, how lucky I am, and how I want to share all my stories, and I want to remember all the special moments, and that having this space, the scrapbook, has really, you know, helped me reflect on my life and remind myself how thankful and lucky I am. So here I decide that I'm gonna put I want a border around my layout, and I didn't want to use my Sharpies, which I've been doing a lot lately. I want to, you know, put another piece of paper. So the orange paper that I use here is has a really weird name. It's called POTM, all in capital letters, exclusive paper, and it's from the Spice Market collection. So I don't know, weird name. And I glued down with my Scotch quick dry glue, which is my favorite glue. And then I use the mists. I use peach, tinsel, and teal, all from Heidi Swapp. And I want to say thank you to Tuesdae for having this challenge, and congratulations on your 500 plus. I know you have way more than that now. I think you're over 800 now, subbies. And I love watching your videos, Tuesdae, and I appreciate everything that you share. And so thank you so much. I hope you like my layout, and I'll be posting more process videos soon. So thanks again. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.